abedwafo atena se ye ba be bobo nsam ho yesi nkonwa na ye di nkomo anopai when the ayesense dwase ye de yehia na yehia nse dwase a nsam ho do na ene wo honum ada no na mekọ ayie wo mikrom maame ninu odi na chipe etoye na ekokra no wo achuma krofufu na ani bi ka asem bi asem na nyamede na mse obi ewu anase nipa fimu na wo ka asem a wo ka asem wo nsɛn na me bra pani ba ko frem na se sa won no nsa won tena nsadwaase da won nsadwaase nsafufu ase se yakotena se ye no nsafufu a nsadwaase no nsam na ye kan abufuo nim nti se ehia bibisi ye konna so ye koboda nsam ye kan eka hwa damia nsam ye kan eka hwa emefie nti ufa na bufuo se wo de ye na bufuo na aba abeko anaso ba bibia wankasa na be hawo eti anopai yansam a ye be kan ebi be hawo ebi nyode ebi be yode ebi e ba bi awugina no enti abedwafo atansi no ye hye yankomo ase olonyamfo Timothy awoterim atabuade a former member of parliament for Bulsa North constituency wo NDC amanuko no edinimu na pani kese baako won na ba manyosem a wodi matintim man wo krom hanomo yaw asanita no ono nso wo hanomo ye no bedi nkomo ye hwanim se awa Mohammed aba beka ho ye MPP kasamafo no empanifo no mu baako medin ye de bo amada ako Isaac agwakwa ya Ghana bosumin ye nkasa abesesa ye ne ye besesa ye nwumadie bibire na abesa enti mepeso obefa nsa na wamu ani aso ne Ghana ye nso ye den ye wo badifo mama kwaba
so rabama
empom tisani o Yesu ase ora wata wade na wo hu ye de
me hu ye pa ye de nyame ase omayen
happy new month
yes asama ya pomdin amayen kwante da na ase pa
Yesu ase
ye dru de gise nyame ne be fire atwam
yes
you drew the Red Sea. So we need God to let us cross the Red Sea.
We will cross.
We shall cross in His name.
Yes. Yeah. The ebirumo ka January, December, January, February, busumi ya yefri mu. Wo ma san de awura March mu emu nsem a. Ahom te na abofono. Na nyame na ehwe nipa ntia. Nganye nyame na ehwe nipa pa nke nipa ntimi ntina. Dakrokra. And that's what we do, just to praise and thank Him. But Nami, as we not getting busa off, yes, we busa am refi. I was expecting say obe picking nomination forms our constituency.
Yes. Yeah, I mean chair TFU and we team Nimini Asanitano. A man for be brave frame be some almost cast and can be picky, but Mediniama to Tunghua said you must me pick it this time it will be like the second or third time I'm picky. And I know where my problem has always been. We share primaries now. And yes, I may also say some alcohol. Beyond that, I know my people like me. But the problem is always to cross the primaries. It's a one boa now corners away into man yesterday, I say open. We must agree that primaries, is expensive. It costs much than even sometimes the election itself, especially with BIA free. When you're primaries now, then you are good to go through. And until now, Mama, I know interest. I've given up. As long as there's life, and I organize myself in future, I'll still go in and then contest as the years pass by. The only thing is for the grace of God to keep living healthy until the chosen time. And it's surprised a lot of people. Even they've called me from home all over. But I said, no, for now, let's relax a bit.
Very necessary.
Yeah.
I think you're a wise politician. Yeah. You're a wise politician. Unlike some politicians, I don't know, or when Senianina said, enema nye kra still obako hosti ana so beko de nsa kwa koto de mama asay.
And as Boama, you see, there are some of the politicians like so they must be wise. Binuma tena hon mache. When you say baby a word no, the euphoria around you know, asa. Instead of you to give up for new people to come, or by sign out for the elections at the primaries, with the general election, you can win. And that has been a problem for both the two major political parties. Some have been there about 3 terms, 4 terms, it doesn't matter. But you yourself, why wouldn't him say that, oh, buy and I want to constitute in it. And this I change it into Sani Panawa and Tanabi and a new fellow bar. But a new fellow, no, the votes will go up astronomically, meaning that they didn't want you, the old one, and your votes are dropped. And politicians should be able to say that I've gone enough. Exit when the applause is highest. You don't exist and vanish into the doldrums because I had time they be through period I've been more exiting now. You can't make a headway again. Even you wouldn't ever yira because we have phenomenal too much. We have phenomenal too much. So a politician should learn that with time and the time you came in our time, you have served not been serving 4 years, five terms. And so on. No matter how good you are doing, a man for would always want a change. In the best another say change binuma. They should agree that the people wanted you, and now they are saying no. You understand?
You don't have to force yourself.
You don't have to force yourself. At the time they wanted, you saw the euphoria. Yourself, you saw how when you were coming, it was
good. Azani,
if I can so share Ghana for you, Juma Kofarba and team. My setup, I love it, but it's not complete. I would have loved Sanka, Apotoyo Bisi Suna, or Duka Kreguma, about baby dancing, now your TBV, and Nanka beer, port to be seen, have baby, Calabash be a sister.
Beer, Sabianum,
and I exactly. And I can't say it is embarrassing. Having said that, not the same. No, it's a good thing to start the month with.
Yes,
localized setup. Regards Atabado Honorable, stand not to pick your friends and forms now. I don't know the reasons for which Ura Fifikweti or they can't say Uncle Bim, but only say Okotra and Chain Manipa for Bio. When it got to the time for him to contest the general secretary, the support was just massive.
Yeah.
You understand? He said you can sometimes if you are not careful. What the Ubesha was now will be when you leave the scene, because you have no headway in making it again in life. Yeah. And they should learn to, as it were, groom people to take over. It's better. And normally when you groom somebody to take over, the person that has taken over takes care of you. But Africa, free her. That's the problem we have.
All right. It's good. Enra, yansha as a fee parliament. Enra parliament, Jen Mensa, EC chair, Echo parliament. No, move friends then committee.
Committee of the whole.
Committee of the whole. Could brief one and Oni Kenatifwa, Professor Kenatifwa, could brief Parliament, and they were given that opportunity. Say you questions, no one they responded. A whole lot came in. It's telling us Ghana card and now it's been perceived say no near the baby yet be replace voter card no and that is something else. Azani.
I don't think, we perceived Ghana card to be the ultimate material for voting. No. For me, that is not the understanding I mean from the beginning. The understanding I mean from the beginning, and I say Ghana card no will be the sole primary documenter. Would it be register as a voter to get your voter's ID? And I think rightly so, that is what they have churned out. Now, some of us are still averse, and I say, and toya sum papa in the sense I say, first of all, change is very difficult, right? A change that is forced on people, one year, the oyeni eba, and a change in soa, ye bebo modena man for do madrin bana ya implementing it properly. No? At the end of the day, no, at the unkunimdi eba. If you baby and ye bedu baby, I was a see. So be kaya near to a bagu sebe in your box, plywood boxes. If you home move to another area, and you free home so kakra cry a call another setup. But you see, I want to say Ghana in terms of our electioneering processes, we have retrogressed so much to the point to say, and by this time, we should have gotten further than we are. Having said that, I'm saying this on the premise of something that I should have taken out earlier, just to show the people of this country. Say, and also, we share this particular card. My great-grandmother, me mama, right. That was 1971. No one 85 years. Voters ID card at Ghana, colored and very solid. Now, ye free hono, we more or less destroyed everything regarding what will make you look Ghanaian, right? At the time, Cote d'Ivoire had embarked seriously on their, how do you call it, cadente. And they have perfected it to the point, say, if you don't have that card, you are not classified as a citizen of, Ivory Coast. And I say, Cote d'Ivoire. Until this is the direction we are going. At a point in time, every Ghanaian, or ya one or her, name my many papa free her, whatever it is, you must have a Ghana card as the sole identification and a primary source document. I don't have quality. But a bedroom and paying for when we were reintroducing all these cards, a coban say this particular card name Ghana flag in the city trust. So I have my own.
Yeah, I remember that.
You understand? It's sad to say in 2023 we are battling with what source of card here identify and say Ghana for, right? For me, I subscribe to the fact to say a time will come when this Ghana card will be the sole primary document for doing mostly everything, right? Now, change in a ban. National Identification Authority, a share of Monsasa or Mayor card in Amayam, right? Card necessary Moya Mayam. Yenim sent Tawantawa Abam or Modeka. A canon so Mokana, your man or Modi Cancher says, set or Mutia Cardia. And yet, I bet to me, I yet Amma Ubia and what on Ubia card or Beka vote, right? But a 50-50. How about a Sikanwa, Muhiam Senina Amma? And now we must also understand, say, in African politics, the incumbent would always want to take advantage of a certain situation. And in the case of Ghana, it has to do with the Electoral Commission and the commissioner, right? Now, we have seen electoral processes in this country, and we can all stick our neck out to, as it were, vindicate, and I say a bit more.
I'll call you back.
We're a Farijan, we're going to dance on. Intina ye fi sanka ye nkro for mo aba actually no ombesua ye afarijan, but they appear to be used or are being used by the incumbent, which means that the Electoral Commission appears to be becoming a regime institution. A whole problem no one, right? And I'm saying, so why don't we use the Ghana card to run concurrently with the other primary source document between the identifiers we are Ghanaian, because we already have voters IDs. Be a oh. In the end, say we to me any Ghana card. That's a voters ID. Why the old one? Why wouldn't you be allowed to use it?
That's so almost say you see say you fade out the year voter ID.
Yes.
And one year the better aba.
Yes.
But amanya 18. First time registrars. Amomba bedika about Coco register for front. ɛna before ansa na be register wo hia Ghana card ansa na dey register
who here Ghana card. And I'm saying, ultimately, Ghana card will be the ultimate material for doing almost everything in this country, plus probably your passport. But I'm saying, we move from one point at a time to another stage, to another stage, to another, and we are still in the process. And I'm saying, in the situation na ubia wasu say so to about 1 year Ghana card, I'm going to register. Now, a be a one old voter's ID. No. Why don't you allow him to use that to register to get his voter's ID for the new, processes? And another thing, a problem. So they are saying, the continuous registration as it is going on, and as it goes on, Koyenwo district. I would have advised, as other people have said, narrow it down and extend it, and decentralize it to the polling areas. So they be very handy for people to be able to access it quickly.
I can't hear.
We must pay for it. India had
this time.
Yeah, I mean, what can we do? We need to ensure that India had their national ID. It's the whole population of India now. It's about the same as ours. But here with a population of 30 million, I know crop 30 million in Ghana card at a go.
17.
It's a car, you so I still crop on the deca. Banks, SCZ, and you see, where I am afraid of is that banks now you do kind of institutions now you do more SCZ, BVRs, ne blank, they start to be used as a point of manipulation. When the election processes come, because now they have the materials for the card, they could possibly, I'm only insinuating and assuming, because during the last election, say, even Nigeria, ballot paper printing and normal cards, into that, where they have been able to hoard these materials, that place could be used as a manipulating point. Maybe they will hoard enough to print it for some people to go and vote, even when they don't, they have not registered, gone through the processes correctly to have the Ghana card. And for a state material to be seized by an institution, a non-government institution, seizing it because you owe them, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
You're alien to this issue.
They didn't seize it.
No. You owe me. They said they have blank cards.
What card about? What card buy?
Exactly.
Untriamano. Inti adianu gu bonded warehouse.
Okay.
Untriamana card.
Not the printed card.
No. Just the card.
Yes,
the empty card.
The empty cards.
Yes.
Okay. One will be contract to offer about untriana card.
Me fa say mas o ko ebia seshi. Na mama o se to no ma bre me. No ma na wo to buy me nya sika mfa ntua. Nti e wo nchen.
What's who this can be no?
What's who here scan? What's who here scan?
Okay, yeah.
Now, because we here scan looking at our setting in this country, no. E bi amre bi beba ya ba beto aba na wi na abansi miniska. So ntumi nchichira aban. Nti card no wo hostel. And ye microphone so mo print card no, e man be ye ID card. Nti se ye pese ye fake cards because we here sika no, you could fall prey to be obeka se massa. Printing, but we have a printing authority. But the same authority could be compromised somewhere because so one or two people, miscreant, will come out of it. Say, Master, it is possible. Manipulation of elections here. And that's why I am afraid. But for the Ghana card, we should not do anything to, assume, say, enye papa. But I'm saying, sir, this election is too close until you're running concurrently. And then my final proposal and advice, they say, see, I know, and my young prayer and pass it. In the sense, say, NIA, I can't trace as I been 3 years ago, within plus a man of 3-6 months, or bet me up printed cards that I can't in. Until I'm saying, sir, young try my young printed cards, wait, not. NIA and publish it. So we have gotten so much cards. Regional basis, you publish it. You narrow it down to a friend say constituencies. Say constituencies we so and so. And no, the fair idea. Me who said the cards are representative enough across the board and across the country. So the bill being make say, "I almost stronghold and almost stronghold." You who said we are 6 months time in actually be now you about 1.5 more years to go on hand. Until now we can pass this CI. Said the bear a boy.
But the CI, when laid, matures and comes into force.
Well, I mean, it's the government machinery and parliamentary machinery. We can hold on to it. Say we want this basis. We want to ensure. Say, sir, it's kind of here. Somebody be printed the backlog. No, yeah, the amamo, mom print it, publish it. Let's see Ashanti region how many because we have the data of with electoral commission. We also have the population census from statistical service. Inti ye de omo nyina ebu boy ni plus the NIA data no. You bet me say Ashanti region voter population na wo no. How many have we gotten? What percentage have we gotten? Voter region, how many percentage? Near constituencies here publishing, so constituencies no, so near tally with the number, the voters number there, those who are ripe for voting. And Hono Obiakuma Beton himself, the card has been issued at a very fair pace. Okay.
Thank you. Yao Asani Tano, a political analyst. Mame Wow Mohammed Akwaba. Senior Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bumie.
Yamiado. That was it.
Yes, I don't.
No, man, who Akwaba.
Oh, there is a alien. And also can be. So definitely.
All right. So, my man call Honorable Tasso.
Yes.
Yo. I'm saying they are chairman your command so I'll be sharing. Asanitano say, "Oh no, I want who Akwaba." I find the idea Akwaba na proper. But you see, like Asanitano said, first of all, when a catcher Jim Mensa say you be using a Ghana card to vote, who told you that? You make utterances that will be used to hold you. And Jim Mensa should live above that. Not even my grandmothers at home were voted the grandmother since the 70s we say that we are going to use Ghana card to vote.
My great-grandmother.
My great-grandmother.
First of all, why should Jim Mensa make such a comment? Who said that? You are before Parliament and you are saying that. At least parliamentarians, most of them have been senior members and they've done this over and over. You see, when you say those things, it's a defeatist argument by yourself. Who said we are going to? Argument in start here is not about people are not aware. I'm for nim because you were starting and saying you call Supreme Court for interpretation with the BEF set who've come a long way. I didn't think that every year now, some year you do elections, now CI wants them. Why would the CI always have a problem? So we can't, as a country, we can't go over this thing. Wama. Must all this thing be done all that? Can't we go over it? What has happened? What is the problem? Then I was looking at this thing on my jaw online. Then Bossman, a friend of something Bossman, the deputy, Bossman Asari, that we are not backing down unless there's a force majeure. Force majeure with who? You are not backing down from where? Why is it that the law of Ghana, even Parliament would publish it, normal culture public say, you can sign your memoranda so that we enrich the discussion and to make the law better. Now, if people who have been mandated and employed by the people of this country sit and say that we are not backing down unless they say, what are you telling the people? Into utterances. They say like my brother said, it's what is lacking the confidence. We are institution and are managers of institution. If you don't build the public confidence, and in the institution, this is where we will always be. Now, the electoral commission say, just say you Ghana card as a source document. Argentina is always a problem with the source documents that we use to register in this country. Are we not Ghanaians? Can't we reach compromises on this? Must it be a stance? Electoral Commissioner can say the ruling government have said this. The political party has said. Must that be the problem? I don't know where we are going, my brother. Honestly, I just don't know. My who said last year CINI the 2020 elections, you know, when you compare anywhere, there's no much difference.
It's just an amendment.
It's just an amendment
of the 2016 crowd.
Yes. So why must we continue to do what we are supposed to have done years back about this voter register? It has come that Ghana cards nimpono and kasim we nampo by news the national what you call identification authority is owing over $117 million.
And a government amana.
Yeah. And that
$117
million. And that just about 65 million Ghanaians at this time. The government is facing cash problems. The government is. Look at what we are doing to ourselves. Look at what we are doing to ourselves.
I can't say the Kuramo for contracting man. And can no crown the never from no man farm and no go far.
Yes. What do you mean? We've gone beyond that. We want trying also to be yourself. Say there must be competitive bidding.
Started from 2006.
Yes, but it's a man. In any case, yeah, kind of
power. Say, your cancer from a normal farmer.
Yes. He didn't
know the kind of card that you're printing.
No, but the institution was giving the specifications.
No, but you see, the amount of money you were not giving prescription. I know, say, make card, you make me discuss it. How can you this be?
No,
so you can say card I make me swipe 15 different cards in. We are swiping.
So, so the proposal, the competitive bid will be added there, but then they will look at the robust. And yes, you see. And the electoral commission should be blamed for this thing. Because you say, according to data we have, about 17 million people have been registered by National AE. Bin more my car same way that. May I may register? Look at my state. I got my card last year. Internally, one day I just got frustrated and left back to Accra.
Thank God you have it.
Yes, just last year that I got mine.
So others will surely
the Americans and Kenya follow Sana. There are some people frustration will let them not to go back. One was it is only panel or person tour, but when you can one tour. You have disenfranchised that fellow.
You have disenfranchised.
Simply put, you have something ahead.
One was we must give people the benefit of the doubt and a chance to share what they new voter ID card now saying, you know. Who say once they put on your name, your biometric data and pop it up the same thing. Yeah. It hasn't changed. Once they just type in Timothy Atabada, it will pop up. Are you with me? It hasn't changed at all. So for me, I think this card, and for me, I think Parliament is doing its best as we talk now. And electoral commission must build confidence in the system. They must show that they are neutral. Their utterances and their posture and elections they are crucial a year. It didn't talk about. We've gone past that stage. But all the time it's electoral commission. Whether the political parties even having 10 members, so let's respect them because your constitution talks about multi-party democracy. It didn't say two-party. So we should not underrate any political party in power. So because he has not been disqualified as a political party.
Wow. But I'm just surprised because IPAC, they discussed this and accepted this IPAC.
They discussed what?
This CIE. Yes.
NDC boycotted
Interparty advisory.
Yes, but even if NDC boycotted, and the thing is now before Parliament, it's not before NDC.
Yeah, I understand, but
it is before the Parliament of Ghana.
I'm talking about the friends, a multi-party democracy.
Yes.
So about 17 or 18 political parties registered, 20-something political parties registered, 22 now. And he used to go ahead and lay And the one political party says no.
Because they don't understand.
No,
they were not part of
my
the
brother,
process.
Don't always say that. You see, we have, you know, the caliber of people in NDC. If
Yeah,
you
the
don't
thing is that
understand,
they were
you
not
are
part of the
virtually
process.
insulted. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I
The
will not
basic
understand.
questions they were
If you are
asking
doing
yesterday, if
something
they
now,
were part of IPAC, they
it
would not
doesn't
have asked.
matter.
All right.
What were the basic? If you are doing something and I refuse, that doesn't mean I do not understand. When you are doing that, you are undermining who I am, and you know the caliber of people in the political party. You know the caliber of members of parliament in our side who are also there, vis-a-vis the MPP side. So if you say they don't understand, so you are the only people who understand. No. I don't think that is the issue.
No, because you said you don't understand because you didn't take part in the
No,
IPAC.
if I don't take
No,
part
were
in the
at a
process, that
listen
doesn't
here.
make me not to understand.
NDC is a clever
If I don't take part in
the
it,
fact that
even
they
the
are
law,
not
They didn't take part.
attending doesn't mean they don't have their
come on.
insider. I'm telling you.
All right.
Civil
you see,
society-
we're a political party.
civil
Civil
society-
society, you talk about it. I don't want the utterances that we don't. How can even me sitting here understand the process? Beyond that, we all can read and write. We all understand the system. Yeah, electoral commission banter these issues over years. We've gone past that. So for someone to say we don't understand, I don't think it's right.
yes.
But the important thing is that whether we even understood or not, what before the people of this country through parliament. And yesterday, what do we call it? The committee of the whole. For the first time, the Speaker of Parliament allowed the media in to also listen to what happened so that there won't be a misreportage and so on, or hearsay, for the first time in the committee. That means that even though we're not part, we are opening the doors for everybody to be part. It is not only NDC. Those who sat in yesterday, the media men among formatting, they also still be part of the suggestion. That is why there's a pre-laying, which has not happened. The pre-laying is to allow the discussion. Said that by a Niaman Kitin be at that committee meeting on the Amfano, Sisiano, the bar on the table for discussion. The electoral commission was, but the posture of the electoral commission is the issue. It is not whether MPP, NDC or not. If an electoral commission comes to tell us that we are not going to, who told her that was the argument? And who has told the deputy, Dr. Anna Bosman, that what we have taken, unless there's a force majeure? I think that the electoral commission must hasten to it.
Okay.
But say, finance minister, Abetina Honmo, ready to sponsor this thing and ready to assure the people that there will be money for this.
It has been paid.
We yes, Sana, and there are critical areas. We don't have drugs. We don't have this. Then you are interested. You yes, Sana nowadays. I dream for I'm to have beaten because you are so particular about it. What is so particular about it? Yes, and there are other critical issues, even school feeding, almost and so on. But you were critical to when you do that, you put different mind in the people that no, I didn't know we are particular about this thing. And for me, I'm getting frustrated about the EC's posture in this behavior. Constitutionally, you've given the job, do a lot of consultation, go on, whether NDC came there or not, even civil society is talking, individual media, everybody is talking. We want a system that would embrace everybody because we know your friends, the National Identification Authority, they've told us the challenges up to now. If my grandmother or my brothers and my siblings in Sandema cannot get to their cards, look at my stature. Look at the way I went through before I got this. If my people in Sandema are traveling from Kadima, Doninga to come to the capital, Sandema, over 15, 20 miles to come and then register, are you thinking that is it not an issue that it is a subtle way of disenfranchising
Thank
people?
you, Honorable Atabuade. Awa.
That's it. Mamincha and Penny for the Kankasa. As a medicine for this opportunity. Africa. I think, sir, the institution I was a sponsor, even if we don't have medicine in our hospital, should be easy. Yes. The reason is that we are here talking because of political stability.
Okay.
We are here talking because of political stability. Nipana or releases Sikano. He's there because of the process of far through the EC process now far through.
That's very important. How can they go?
That's very important. Because look at what is going on in Nigeria. People bastardizing the EC. the country can go to war at any time because of the work of the EC. The entire country can go to war because of the process of the EC. And until now, EC, Tembiano will be a channel. Because the process in the betimi lead to political instability. It betimi lead to Nipana or Yarin betimi sorry Jane because of a year your friend saying a war. So a very important say EC no so mu hia bibia or say ye boa o mo na ye mo musika na o mo ye bibia ewi. That's one. Two, the NIA itself. And also very important. And there is no service in this country about me access it without Ghana card. Today, even in the bank, there is no single bank in this country. I will say Kadawa only Ghana card. So very important. So I was say fandi omono bomodi na obia Ghana ni bia enya Ghana card no se na be ya obetimi aye. Again, isi bie ni ho a na oteso ya celebrating da. Afarijana menu apeni your friends ya can say oh yensua bibi free no ho no. He's the most vilified EC picture person in this country. Obia didi na tem. NDC fire na sa MPP so buy no. You remember at a point in time Obi Crab tena radio so ka say nipa janjan afare nipa janjan using the name Jan. You understand? So oh yeah, me I always want the EC to be seen to be independent or that was how Afarijan became successful. Emma Professor Atahiru Jega and Omomuka Hunyina ba Ghana bisua how our process are. So a very important say is no so omofa bibia na se emra echrese empire so omugina so they shouldn't bend it. Very important. Omo bend it the problem beba. Again, there is no way. Easy no, and I make a say, make us say, it is not derogatory. The American say, Omobaha, easy eba media house way, Omoba original ha, eba metro, echo radio stations, notable radio stations and TV stations across the country. Omuye stakeholder consultations, omo frame media ewo Alisa Hotel ha, frame electoral political parties ni nyina, ema omuye workshop ewo ha, any your friends say Aburi area ho. Omu ye ni nyina wie eye process ni nyina e kan say ye CI na honorable e kan say the CI 91 any 126 no there is no much difference because just your friends saying an amendment of CI 91 a year 2016 elections and a CI 126 na eneno it we na na omu amend ni biom say na be ya betimi agina ye nyina agitum say in 2011 under President Mills ye pass a law I chere say the basic document here ewo manimo pointed to identification a Ghana card. Official legislative instrument na NIA by na. You see, it is the only source document to identify a Ghanaian. It's in the law. You're passing in 2011. Regulation 7.1 NHS say the only source document in this country should be Ghana card. Time a year by year 2012 elections. Na Ghana card in the ho. No new be no Ghana card. So definitely, untimi fine yet. So the other your friends say sources ebe na odi age. The second one and say in 2016 year you know now be a Ghana card. No nibi, no me nibi, obi a nibi. So definitely you use that. But in 2020 no, yeah the Ghana card be shame because then you be a and the Ghana card. So the Ghana card be shame no. You can say you use old voter register. No? You remember, you use to register in 2020 because who say Nkrofo kra the health insurance, be the birth certificate ekoye, Emma Supreme Court edit determination by, Emma you can say enona edibe. So fast forward, you can say in Kani baby I said they will replace the voter ID card with Ghana card. Among Kani baby. They never said it anywhere.
No, they didn't say the repeal. Or he was only telling them that you use Ghana card for
elections.
Vote. Then I'm saying
yes.
He does not even need to say them.
Okay. So no. And I'm just repeating it. But they make an say can say my say lack of education. Anything I say yes, say the card na this kabibriye and you to actually have a card. Ghana card the aye and yes sanity regulation CI 91 no cremu not even 126 na ye use no say was say ensure continuous registration. Send a bear a bedroom baby no. Young can say ye true your ID card ya training near San register view. It is continuous registration. Send a bear out in a young cojina baby crank or say limited registration. So in the continuous registration, and I can say your friend say Yemfa Ghana card as the source document. Only Ghana card as the source document. Because omo maka ni Ghana your friend ni voter ID card no. We nipa kakra bi etu kwan afi na oma ba. Nyina ene ye be capture oma account 18 years and above. It's 18 years and above no.
No, even those above.
And I make us
have not registered.
no who has you have to show that you have traveled. And yes, I am registered. Also what you say time a year registration.
I won't register.
Exactly. The I won't register, you know, was say oka na ehu. It omo no so. It a limited registration. Unya mpanimfo ba. But if we were two coin, we were time a year and crown away. Would the evidence ba sa ampa na manwuremu you bet me ayamo. But just about 1% or 2% of the entire your friends in Nipano. The you do omobeka ho ye 18 years and above. And I say, and they anka omule ade no within 21 days. It's start here. Obana otifie na when you 18 years a okuta Ghana card no. Betumi a working in any EC office. Na akwaje your friends say EC voter card. Voter card no. Iti eno na omo kan se omo beye. Iti edru baabi na omo hu se omo ntimi an capture nipa ni bebre a na omo aye mass registration no epreko na obi aye. Iti continuous registration na omo kan omo se ene anka mature next month. Next month no obana wadi 15 years I man Ghana card but ene wadru 18 years no. Eko with the Ghana card na ya register no. You register ni wi a na ya man voter ID card na de na ka ho. Iti ebe ne sa continuous time bia no kopim se ebe to aba baby a yentimi for obi enko ka eye ye voter register no eye in October 2024 right October 2024 and no 3 months to elections according to regulations and say ultimi fa nipa bia nka ho. But before that in almost yenye continuous registration for more than 1 year by then ne yetimi capture obia ampa the issues I will be raised say na Ghana for do saying and all Ghana card. Statistics nature say 94 to 95% of Ghanaians or Ghana card. The statistics and the best statistics nature say this number ewo. Almost can say nipa omu Ghana card 2.5 million. This is your friends according to the 2020 population and housing census. What you say? Actually say ene nipa Ghana card because statistical service at the statistics in the command NIA. NIA the almost statistics in the year juma. Omuye no ma capture nipa 17 million. Nipa ebetimi a capture omu 15 years and above. 21.5 million. Omu ne ebetimi a capture omu di aka nyina no 10 million ye nkwala nketenkete omu below 14 years and below. Omu ena your friends say aka. 2.5 million Ghanaians no. And also nye obia omo ka ho nyina na nye omo nyina na beto timi ato aba omo ka ho no e be 15 16 17 18 omo na eye sa 2.5 million Ghanaians any some few omo antimi an capture time ye the capturing no eti se NIA say die enti ama omadru ba bia omadru ne se omo entimi enya sika esanse omo eye no cards no aka bonded warehouse ho ye releasing ma because anka omo timi tria sika ni nyina wie a anka releasing ma. This is normal procurement process no your friends say nipa no supply bar na what mobilize sika e de ama no eti o ma mobilize sika ma omo nti card no egu ho minu apani ya sanita no there's no way say obi kuta card na obetimi e de akɔhye your friends say NIA register mo. It's not possible. Card no nko just to say yam say A4 sheet but omo de ne card eno na omo akoto aba enti NIA nko na timi print card wa Ghana ha yem fan so ma obi a ye fa Ghana fo e trainee omo ema omo ye continuous registration in the various districts. Unfortunately omo ni cards enti ama omo ntimi enye registration no enti na omo say but ene 2.5 million for na aka no de o pepasa obetimi ay na omunye sika na o pepasa obeye nko ade a within 6 months on be capture bia
almost see even say ye can say omo ye ne ne kura na expect to say omo betimi a capture omo within 2 months because Osha, your friends say a machine, it will print 100 to 160 cards a day. The machines now more. It will print 100 to 160 cards a day. So omubetimi within 6 months. I can't bear 1 year, 8 months, and answer 9 months near Tuaba. So Adentina obi beka say ye be disenfranchise obi. Again, before elections bia by July in the election year, no, you limited registration, which we did in 2020. So within that time, no, so betimi no mako biem, sa na omo kan. Ombe continuous registration, but omo shana said data no omo nyan capture obia na omo biem. There is no way. Ya senator no penny almost 92 to any who elections and he's been part of elections. And see that in the history of this country, say ye be limited registration in every polling station. Not even limited. Entire registration process now ye no.
But we don't open it at the district office.
The entire registration ye mass registration. It is not every single polling station. Cluster of polling stations in 2020 cluster of polling stations na ye baako. Cluster na ye baako. The limited registration in 2020 happened in the district office. Me wasawase constituency. Yes, it happened only in the district office in 2020 before 2020 elections. Limited registration already 18 years back. It happened there. Say obika chere me say me jitum say e was say and my political party so jitum say e was say you who say had to reach areas bi o now say ye be polling stations be ma omo na omo to aba a very important. For instance, so kwa your friends saying Ashanti regional constituency meet say Sechura Franklins. So ubiti Samson, I know your friends are one of the communities. Samson, I just say okofa your friends saying Eastern region. Eko fro mami krobo ensio no so ansa na wako. But I know Kumo area ho. Again, ubiti sene so a ono so e wose wakosan akofa atebubu eba edwura eba asante afijase ansa na wakokumo akoho register. So a problematic. So in a place like this, Isino will have to take steps to make sure that at least people are captured there because we'll be anywhere body 18 years or betimi anante abaha. But say be we about 20 miles in the keka ho. Very important to you was how because you be your friend saying register. You still have to go. But I was say almost shorten distance na etimiboa. What I believe in is say yemma is the opportunity to do the work. Yembo modern say yenyi normal echere say yenya Ghana for no free ho because say na yemi yenu etena se me no ebetena se eka se ye voucher say asumasi e Ghana ni ye register na ya register. What I say Ghana ni wenya Ghana ni ya register na mani ye. And very problematic. But then okuta Ghana card your source document ya passing mra e parliament actually source document the only source document to prove identity of a Ghanaian. This was passed in 2011. So ampase say no nipa Ghana for be duduo na nipa say Ghana for ye 10 nipa makuma ko 9 ekuta sa card ne dia definitely a robust. Me dey say Dr. Ayeni ekotena news file. Okay, said the only card a betimi ama a just society. The Ghana card.
All right.
So they are for it.
Nobody
But
has disputed
No,
that.
but no, in the initial stages, NDC brought a press release and told their people not to register with the Ghana card. Asia Duketia brought it.
We've
And no, but we should have to. We have to remind people that at the point in time, when Bawumia said Ghana card was the elixir of our own of our problems in this country, he was bastardized.
Look, when I came to Parliament, the same and I came to Parliament and registered as what did they make no? If the processes and this is that type of registration has been on and on until we now have agreed to this system. It has been on up to today, up to 17 million people you are talking about. That's 17 million. Look, a lot of people have registered to take the Ghana card because it's becoming the source document for the operations of everything, like you said. but they are not taking it because they want to vote.
Exactly.
So if you extract those who really want to vote for, even though 17 million people have been registered, they are up to the age of vote, doesn't mean all of them are going to.
Yeah, they said
register
only
for
10
that.
million. 10 million
Also,
had Ghana
you know,
card to even do the
you this issue, like I said at the beginning, Minia, it's much ado about. Why should the electoral commission position people that we can't even? Are we doing it for Nigerians? Is it not Ghanaians? Yes. Are we not Ghanaian? Every law,
why are we also not
every
accepting
system.
that?
Accepting what?
Say, almost, so this is what the thing says.
No, if you take, look, every law,
we should rally
if
behind them.
No one is not rallying behind them, my brother.
Why?
No one. People are rallying, but they are saying that if you do that, you would disenfranchise someone whom as a result,
But we don't have elections just in the next 2 months. Elections in the next 2 years.
And yet 2 years, just by the corner. But even then, even let's take it 2 years. And yet penti, and a national ID. You know. I've cited my own example.
Yeah, but
Sikasem.
Sikano, Abayatia.
As well, too.
There be even the printed cards.
Yeah.
Mine was.
So there
it
should
wasn't
be a process.
Yes.
Exactly. Speed up. So
even I was of the view, as I
the
said.
printed card. I'm not even talking about the
yes,
registration.
I was of the view, sir. Areas are registration. Baby, why I chose a card about Kowuna.
Yes.
That
was
said. Do you almost a printing? We walk about what I say. Within our system. O card no one so ye hu ba bia o card no den ewo ni nyina ye challenge so the NIA should sit well na on position hu ye asanita no be register asanita no ye gi ni details no ye gi ni phone number
the contact everything
so we can call it ogina mu man no so a phone number so even if we call Asani and we don't get Asani bu amada ko a ogina mu e ma Asani no akoso affidavit no the contact there why don't we do this? And
what they are doing now, what they are doing now is that district offices. So you
my brother, you see every law.
District offices normally call you. Oba call no. Omo jisika ansa no release card no krama.
Yes.
Take money.
No.
It's
not about report.
Me call mama Kaneshi
admission, the placement.
Kaneshi this school call Dakumana. Kanesh is a school be
last of schools.
No, not that one. Your friend is saying secondary school be Accra High or so.
Accra
Academy. Yeah. Opposite GR office be honor and who do one who called card now? They almost just can't say now.
Because we run away from these things, that's why when you make a law, law is difficult to work.
One more car, almost famous.
When I media or time, no person said them see shame microphone. When I looked at them, they quickly get there. But just on this note, my brother, when the law is promulgated, they said they will come by the fact that law now we are going to use a national ID card. Yes, but that law still have that. You must do it fairly.
Yes, everyone must have it.
Everyone must have it. So I have to say the Ahuma, when you have to be releasing it until everything is done, it will come. That's your document, you know.
It will come. You have the view, say, young train. Elections.
No, there are challenges using the ID card, the what do you call it? Ghana card alone. Even the guarantor system, but the source document, which is the Ghana card, no, there's a guarantor system. The Gimesa can say the guarantor system for a friend is saying Ghana card is robust.
Yes.
If it is robust, implement the same robustness in the acquisition of what?
Let's allow
the cost of that is high because we say Ghana card there, no, you're training Crawford as commissioners of oath. Emma, Uba, I just saw swear an oath, Alpha undertaking, a sign, a team, a BBR. And no time I can say a year very robust. You can say you have 37,000 polling stations across the country.
Thank you, Azani. Thank you,
Azani. You see, what probably not the good friend.
Okay, let's hear.
Awa is not.
Please,
gentlemen.
Let's have one.
What I think my good friend Awa is not getting, and I say, I can't say you're decentralizing because this is a very important exercise. A very important document. Sure. And just like Awa one of the biggest headlines and pay like Palgrave last week. Say your finance minister is the best finance minister ever since independence. I want to better. Oh, so I want to was one kind. I want
the Palgrave kind to be so.
I want to better. No,
a very biggest headline
was say
for the week.
Was say I was say you need to kura even health sectors everywhere kura you need to care about draw kura pa but the SSA institution say you need to kaima electoral commission
exactly the electoral commission
is more important than all the, yes na say nipa no yare better no abeto aba exactly now when I say decentralize the thing to the various polling stations. Let me give you a typical example. Now example say me I've passed through the electionary processes into minimum so. Fact is that COVID by I person obia a receiving job. As we speak, people are going from house to house. Yeah. And about immunization now, they go from house to house. And this is another serious document obia. So why don't you position it at a vantage point and you pan to me register?
I mentioned it.
No, but the areas, no districts, no. Some of them, they travel far before they get to the district.
I mentioned such a front place that you cannot do it at the district.
Yes, so why are you disputing?
I know that community because the deputy youth organizer.
Yes, so I'm saying that
I know the community.
Push the point, the registration centers to pay the NAA people. They have a lot of people to train. People are looking for jobs. Train them, push them to the various areas. Register. Now, what the NIA district offices and I say EC district offices now, majority will not get the cards at the end of the day. And this is what we are afraid of, and this is what we are cautioning. Say, yenyan to aba, inti make sure say the beya obia nko ba say mrebeso ayekwa register to aba no na obi mo entumi nyebe no. Piade no ko mantem be easy amobia said ye immunization said ye COVID said be obi ahombeto no. Otherwise at the end of the day no, the government of the day may be perceived say omosheda no ma ye kululu da man
omo Samson
but this is political
analysis of the view say one wajetum yes yenye
but one we political analyst but many honorable Nipan was kwana here ye de ka be kwa fana ba
ye nim sabe no we
do it
no I agree
okay because you nim
exactly you fa wo ba
massively so but like give the opportunity let the law be fair boy man tie te honum numpo like I said from the beginning is there an issue that should trigger debate up to now
exactly myself I'm even surprised
can't we reach compromises on the law is made for us
And now you know
and
that
if you don't implement it now, when?
No, I'm not talking about implementation.
This particular assertion said politicians no matter for Mwaba district. If we continue on that tangent, that is where we are saying corruption.
No, we assist them to come.
Assist.
Because maybe the community you organize our assist when you kolana you do omoba. Me, I have always said it. Even time I don't want them to even pick people to bring them. Obibia odi 18 community be afanebra. That was what we did in our South.
When Aban has the resources
as per the elections now, they have 6.7 million people.
Yes.
We have about 6.2 million people.
Yeah, okay, so
now that means that NDC is an opposition party to be reckoned with.
That's true.
It is so meeting 18 political parties. I said, yes, sir. Let me reach out to them. There's nothing
they
wrong
were
with
reached
that.
Out. I said, you can boycott.
Yes.
You understand?
It has not come before Parliament, the people of this country.
Exactly.
And we all know how Parliament works. So Abana said the NDC people have not walked out because the General Secretary at the time made them not to take part. It means that we are still participating in the way for the debate.
You are not participating in IPAC.
Yes, but it has moved from IPAC.
If you had participated in IPAC, it wouldn't have
answered there.
Look, if you participate in IPAC and they still come onto the floor of Parliament,
exactly, but
the discussion will still
go on. The question some people were asking yesterday, you could tell that they didn't even understand the process. They wouldn't have
No,
asked.
they know the process,
Yeah,
but there are a lot of the things. I have some questions to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, institutionalize bibi to say the NDC or say don't get ya me can say Emma phone ko register. There was it was in a contest because obia no obia de na dream ba the year no ebeye. It was based on that they said don't get ya say people should stay away for
And he went and registered. But
No,
already
no,
correct.
because no.
As
They
you
were
did,
trying
he
to.
went to PCFM.
They were trying to correct.
That
They were
for
trying
register.
to.
Alan.
You see, it's our. He made that statement because they were trying to correct the ills on the card.
Was it corrected?
Yes, I think
Before
for now. We have gone through processes.
Every law,
We have gone through
every
processes.
policy.
Put it
If
blank.
some
All right.
vigorous
All right.
debate.
All right.